Hi everybody, welcome. So today's video is going to be a get to know me tag, and I think yesterday I posted on my Instagram story for anybody to ask me questions for this video, and I was pleasantly surprised that I got like 10 questions from people, and I just added like 4 questions of my own that I looked up on the internet on like get to know me questions. So before I continue, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and press that subscribe button. So let's get into the video. So the first question is going to be, why are you starting a YouTube channel? So I'm starting a YouTube channel just kind of to be me, you know, to give me an outlet. I've always wanted to do this, and this year is just gonna be my year. I've put that out into the universe. So universe, get to work. Just saying. So yeah, next question is gonna be, let's see, do you prefer California over New York? That's a tough one, just because I love New York. I was born and raised from New York. You know, you could take the girl out of New York, but you can't take New York out of the girl. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I love California. I love the weather. I love like the atmosphere, although it's still like, even after 2 years, still kind of feels a little too slow for me. But I really couldn't choose, to be honest. But if I had to choose, like, depending on the weather, I would choose California over New York, just because I don't like snow. I think it is ugly, nasty, cold, wet. It's just not, it's not pleasant for me. Like, I like it, like when it first falls, it looks so pretty, and then like literally right after that, I'm over it, super over it, because then it gets ugly and dirty, and then it takes up parking spots, and that's really annoying. Because if you know anything about New York, finding a parking spot is a okay. So I hope that answered that question. Next question is gonna be, how old were you when you had your baby? So I got pregnant when I was 23. I had my baby at 23. I had my son at 23 years old. I turned 24 like 3 months after. I had my son in May, and I was born in August. So I was young, but not so young, but still pretty young. Was I ready? Well, that's a question for another video. Next question is, what is one thing you hope to accomplish this year? This year, I really hope that my YouTube goes somewhere. I hope I'm able to have some success in this, in terms of like getting more subscribers and being able to make this kind of like a job. Just because, like I said before, like being a mom, I think was pretty hard for me in the beginning, because at a certain point I felt like I was losing myself and all of that. And this is really something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy making videos. I can't wait for like all the other videos that I'm gonna make. I have so many ideas. I'm super excited about it, and it's just something that makes me happy. So if there's one thing that I want to accomplish this year, it's that. So next question is, if you could go anywhere in this world, where would you go? So I would go outside of the country, because I've never been outside the country. I honestly don't even have a passport. So, but I really want to go to like this island. I don't even know if it's an island. I forget where it is exactly, but it's like where they have like those little hotel rooms, like in that bubble, where like it's literally on the ocean. And like I've always wanted to do that, like always. That looks like, I've seen people like post it, and I've seen like videos of it, and it's beautiful, and I've always wanted to go. So the next question is, what's your passion? My passion, I would have to say, God, it's between two. I love to sing and I love to do makeup. Like, those are the two things that really make me the happiest. I love to sing. I was in a gospel choir when I was in college, and I loved it. It brings me so much peace. I feel like there's so much you can say in a song that sometimes you can't say just in regular conversation. It's always been something that I've loved to do. I've been singing since I was little, although I've always had so much stage fright. But I love it. I absolutely love it, and I love doing makeup. Whenever I sit down to do my makeup, literally, I just feel so at peace. I feel like it's giving me an outlet to be creative, and just be myself, and just kind of be one with myself, as corny as that sounds. But it really does give me joy and peace. So those are my passions. Next question. How tall are you? So I'm not very tall, actually. I'm 5'3", which I guess is pretty average, but I'm pretty much shorter than most of the people I know. So I'm 5'3". Next question is, do you have any pets? Yes. Currently, I have 2 cats. I love them to death. One of my cats is basically like a dog, so that's fun. And the other one is a typical cat. She kind of just lays there. But they're both very, very affectionate. I'm neither a cat person or a dog person. I love them both. I love animals. I do find that cats are a lot easier to take care of. But yeah. So next question, what is your favorite book? So my favorite book is by the author Ellen Hopkins. It's called Tricks. Love that book. Literally, I love all her books, honestly. Like, Tricks and Burned are literally my favorite books. Like, I could read them over and over and over again. I think I lent my book Tricks to someone, and I think, like, literally I bought it twice. I lent it to someone the first time, and then I lent it to someone the second time. So now I gotta go buy it again. It's such a good book. I recommend it to anyone. I recommend all Ellen Hopkins books, honestly. She's the best. Next question is, how was your college experience? Any regrets? So, college was an interesting time. Honestly, would I say I recommend college to everyone? No. I think, honestly, college is a scam. But the experience, I think, is priceless. I think, honestly, college for me was really like where I found out who I was. I grew up in a really strict household, and I think when I went to college, it kind of was like a shock to me, because I was like, wow, like I really can do whatever I want. No parents around. It was like this one big sleepover. So I enjoyed college. To be honest, I went through a lot in college, both good and bad. But do I have any regrets? I don't know, to be honest. I have a lot of regrets, but then at the same time, when I think about it, I think about the person that I am today because of everything that happened to me in college and everything I went through in college. I came out a better person. I came out a stronger person. And so I will forever be grateful. If I could say I have any one regret from college, I think it would be going to a school just because they were giving me the most money. Just because there was so many other schools I wanted to go to, but I chose that one just because I didn't want to have to pay so much, which, I mean, is a big thing when you go to college. I mean, college is really expensive, so I think that would be like my only regret. Next question is, what's your favorite song at the moment? So, my favorite song at the moment is 7 Rings by Ariana Grande. That is my shit. Okay, I listen to that on repeat. Next question. Biggest regrets. So, my biggest regrets. That's a toughie. I think my biggest regrets, honestly, would be some of the relationships I was in high school and some of the things I did in high school, like cutting class. I mean, I guess I don't really regret cutting class. It was fun at the time, but I wish I was more focused on my grades more than I was, because I was still focused on my grades, but I wish I would have done better, just because I wish I would have gotten more money to be able to go to a better school, I guess, for college. Other than that, I don't really feel like I have so many regrets. Like, the way my outlook on life at this point in my life is just like kind of accepting everything that happened to me in the past and stop letting that be an excuse. You know, like, stop letting the bad things that happen in my life predict like what I'm gonna do next, or like let that continue to be a crutch. Like, everything that happened to me, whether good or bad, was supposed to happen. Like, I'm really big on that one idea. Like, what's meant to be will be, and you just kind of like have to accept things and move forward. And that's where I am in my life, instead of focusing on what happened to me and just being like, oh, well, I can't do this because X, Y, and Z happened to me and I just can't move on from it, because that's lame. It really is lame, because there's still so much life ahead of everybody, of me especially. There's still so much life ahead of me, you know. Like, instead of just being upset and having so much self-pity, I just, you know, feel my feelings, have a little bit of self-pity, and move on from it. Because like, what is wallowing in it, or like just continuously like beating myself up about things, what is that gonna do? What is it gonna accomplish? It's not gonna accomplish anything. So that's where I am in my life. I kind of just, you know, address everything for me and move on from it, because there's nothing you could do about the past. There's only everything you could do about the future. So, next question. What is your biggest pet peeve? Yikes. I have so many. Where to start? Do we have all day? So, let me stop being dramatic. My biggest pet peeve has to be like liars, honestly, or like people who can't own up to their own mistakes. So like, for example, like in a breakup, I hate like when people only tell one side of the story and forget to tell the other side, like what they did wrong. Because I've always been the kind of person that, like, no matter what, I want to know when I'm wrong. I don't want to sound like an idiot. I don't want to be like, oh no, I'm right. I want to know when I'm wrong. Like, so I'll tell my friends like, oh, this is what happened. Am I wrong? Like, am I wrong for feeling that way? Or am I wrong for doing that? And, you know, some of my friends will be like, yeah, you were. Like, you shouldn't have done that. And I own up to that. I accept that. And I will apologize for that. So I hate people who do that. Like, I'm always the kind of person that will tell both sides of the story, no matter what, no matter if I'm wrong or I'm not wrong. I hate that. Oh God, that grinds my gears, man. But yeah, that has to be my biggest pet peeve. Next to when people draw their eyebrows on and they be like mad close, like almost a unibrow, like that really bothers me. Like, when I be seeing people like out and about, like no matter where I am, like sometimes I so badly want to be like, boo, we got to do something about your eyebrows, okay? Because I don't know what kind of friends you got, but they're not good ones, okay? Because I don't know who told you it was okay to be walking outside with your eyebrows looking like that. It's not okay. It's not cute. It's not cute. So maybe I sound like super vain when I say that, but that really like that really pisses me off, honestly. Just because like I have an obsession with makeup. Like some would say an unhealthy obsession, and those people aren't my friends. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. Okay? Okay. So the last question of the evening will be, what is one thing you've never revealed to your parents? Well, for me, it would be parent. My father wasn't around in my upbringing, that's okay. It is what it is. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. So anyways, what have I never revealed to my mother? I have to say, I guess, most of my high school, I didn't tell her a lot, but I think like once I graduated from college, I was kind of like, oh, I did that. Oh yeah, and I did this. Oh yeah. And you remember that one time you thought I was here? Well, I wasn't. So, but to this date, I think I've never told my mom about my postpartum depression or like everything I went through after giving birth to my son. One, because we weren't really talking, I guess, and two, just because I guess I wasn't ready to really talk about it. And I mean, since we've never really had a discussion to the point where I could be like, oh hey, like this is what I went through after giving birth and blah blah blah. So yeah, that had to be, I think, the only thing I haven't revealed to my mom, really. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed recording it. If you guys have any other questions and sometime down the road you want me to do another one of these like Q&As, get to know me, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll do it. And also let me know what other kind of videos you guys want to see me do or whatever. But I will see you guys in the next one. Ta-ta for now. Peace.